Alright, I'm with my red Tegus, and if you've been watching my videos, people will know that her shedding is atrocious. Humidity diet is just like, I'm told to do, and temperature-wise, there's between 90 and 110, 112, 113. They don't tend to like it too hot. If it's that hot, then they are running. They're trying to get out of their enclosure. So they like it more in the 90 to 95 by their behavior and how they move and where they move in the cage. And I can read them pretty well. But so the shedding is just something that's more difficult with the red Tegus. But this is something that I'm trying and I'm learning, and I think I see more positives from this than some of the other things. It's taking a brush. Her body is fine. Her body is shed, but her tail is the problem now. And then it'll go back from her tail being good to her body being good when she sheds. But here is a bristle brush. This is a store-bought brush that's maybe in the toilet section or the cleaning section. It's a stiff bristle brush. It would be probably stiffer than the one that you would brush your hair with. It's a pretty stiff brush. This is for cleaning pots, pans, bathroom. It's stiff and it is very durable. You would think this would be kind of painful, but what I've found is lightly, you don't put a lot of force, but you come in, and all this is done because of this brush. This has gotten rough like this because of this brush. So she puts up with it, and you don't put pressure down. You put a little just so that it meets her skin, but you brush her, and they both, the black and white and the red Tegus, act like this is scratching them. They like it. They sometimes kind of lean into it and put up with it. Sassy acts like her skin's a little more sensitive to the touch than definitely the black and white, but they respond by in the natural wild. They rub up against things, and as they walk around and crawl around, they are getting abrasive items against their skin that help them to shed. In our cages, we don't have all the natural things that they would be bumping into and rubbing up against, and so I'm seeing good luck. A lot of skin has come off with this brush. You can go against the grain, you can go with the grain, you can go sideways, and it helps get that roughed up, and then you can pick some of it off if it's not coming off. Pick it off, pick pieces off, portion. Her skin comes off in little bitty segments. It's ridiculous with her, but if she hated it, she would be running. She never sits still, this red Tegus. And so for her to sit and allow me to do this, you don't want to get too aggressive with it because it would hurt. But I see that if you go against the grain, it helps to lift the skin up, and then you can grab sections with it with your finger like that. You can go in with little tweezers, and I've sat here for an hour to 2 hours and picked just because, and she tends to act like she kind of enjoys it. Sassy's very independent, and if she doesn't like something, she's going to move. She rarely sits still. And so for her to sit still and let me pick these little bitty patches of skin off and get my nail under there, but you can see if you hit a sore spot, she's quick to readjust or move. Her skin's a lot more sensitive, a lot more softer than the black and white Tegus skin. And you can tell she's more agitated. Her skin's more agitated, like somebody that has skin problems. It's just more sensitive. So, but you can take this and you can. I think this is really helpful. It's helping to get the skin up at least, and then maybe some of it will flake off on its own, and then you can assist too, and come in and remove it. But you need something that's, I don't know how to explain that. If you can see, I'm pushing a lot of pressure down on that. That's a pretty stiff brush. If I were to really manhandle my skin, I mean, it feels good, but it's not a soft bristle brush like a toothbrush. That's a lot more softer on a smaller scale. But hopefully that helps somebody. That if your Tegu shed's wonderful, your red Tegu, man, that's fantastic. You are lucky, and I'm a little jealous. And your animal is probably liking life a lot better. But if your red Tegu is a problem child like mine, I think that these things that I'm trying and finding and learning as this animal grows up under my care, then I may be able to pass on some information that I've learned. I spend a lot of time with my Tegus, and that's just because of the times that we're in and work situation, and things may change where I can't spend as much time with them, and I won't get to know them as well, or continue to get to know them as well, and learn their quirks and their the cool things that they do. But I just wanted to share this video. Like I said, hopefully it helps somebody. And anyways, look forward to more videos as I'm constantly making them, and have a great day and a great afternoon. All right, bye-bye. Nope, don't jump down. Now this is Mac. He's got a little couple of spots where he has had the skin doesn't want to come up, and he's got a little patch right here and a little patch right here, and he's got some tail sections that don't want to come up. The real thin skin, it's not like other skin that I've seen in the past. It's like a pre-shed almost. But if you take this brush, this heavy duty brush, and Matt kind of likes it. You can see him kind of, a human that gets scratched. They kind of stretch out and make a funny look on their face. Of enjoyment. Making a scratch, getting a scratch itched. But you can see that this helps to not putting much pressure down on his body with the brush. Just allowing the stiff bristles to kind of get in there and pick up the scales, the dead skin, the shed, and you can see it's working wonderful. And you just do this maybe over a week. You don't go overboard, but you can see it's picking up a lot of skin. And hopefully you can see this skin right here, and you can come in and you can grab some pieces with your hands, but they actually look like they enjoy it. They kind of flatten out, and it scratches their skin. Don't be too abrasive, or get a brush that's a metal or brass brush feel to it. That would be too aggressive. But this is like a nylon brush, but you can see I've done this to Mac over a couple of days, and go against the grain, go with the grain, go left, go right, go up, go down. But you can see, let me flip the camera around. You can see the skin that's come off just by brushing. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to get that off. And then also too, let me step down. You can see I got a Tegu climbing on my head, but you can hopefully see all these little pieces of these scales that have come off. And these are these little bitty pieces with these troubled area sheds. All right, let me see. Mac is down by my waist, trying to get down on the ground. Now he's coming back up. Let's see if I can get him. Come on, Mac. Get in a better position. They love to climb all over me, and I have not fixed myself. I would tend to not like to be on video because it's kind of early in the morning, but I have to get up and take care of these two. They like to get in the bathtub, and that's where they do their business, as people that watch my videos know. I mean, that's where they go to the bathroom, and it makes it so much easier and so much better than trying to clean this out of their substrate and out of their cage. And then this is when we dry them off, and they go sit in the window where it's typically warm, but it's really cloudy today and overcast, and probably in the 60s, 50, 58, 62 degrees. So we don't really have that window opportunity to warm him up. But Mac is such a sweetie. He will get on me and just kind of hang, and I can pet him, and he will sit still, where the red tegu is constantly moving and trying to get down on the ground. Mac will just sit on me and let me rub his head and brush him or do anything I want to him, rub his little muscles on his face and his legs. But other than that, hopefully someone got something out of this. All right, bye-bye. Just FYI, the reason why I'm always in my bathroom is I've got a hard ceramic floor in here, and it's a much smaller room, and I have some heaters in here, and I can control the temperature. I can clean up messes on the floor, and the bathtub's right there. So that's always where a lot of my videos come from, is in my bathroom, and that's the reason why, is it's just a good place to do this.